At first glance, these rigs look like rolling buildings. So oversized, it's hard to believe they are legal semis, not RVs. But the most extreme custom sleeper trucks on American roads are not just fantasy. One stretches its living space 261 inches past the cab, certified by engineers and allowed by law. So what does it take to turn a truck into a home, and why would someone live this way? Dawn stretches across the highway, painting the asphalt in pale gold as a massive Kenworth W990 glides past. Its sleeper extends a full 261 inches behind the cab, over 21 feet of living space, longer than some city buses. Chrome wheels catch the first light, and the truck's silhouette dwarfs nearby rigs. Yet this is not a showpiece parked for admiration. It is a working home, engineered for months on the road with every inch designed for real life in motion. The scale is striking. Inside, the owner-operator starts the day not in a rush, but with a quiet routine. A kettle whistles on a compact stove. Coffee steams beside paperwork stacked on a fold-out desk. Overhead storage holds everything from spare boots to family photos. The mattress is a real one, not a thin bunk, and the space around it is carefully planned. Every cabinet, every light switch, every vent is placed by someone who knows what it is like to wake up hundreds of miles from the last stop. This feels like home. This rig is not just about luxury, it is about freedom. The owner hauls freight across states, living full-time on the road, choosing this life for the independence it brings. The truck's size is not for show, it is for comfort, for sanity, and for making a living space out of a machine built to work. Here, home is not defined by four walls, but by the reach of the open road and the quiet pride of a driver who has made this rolling giant their own. Freedom. On the shop floor, the work begins long before a sleeper ever hits the highway. Every extra inch of frame demands more than just steel and bolts. It calls for engineering that can stand up to the weight and stress of life on the road. Federal law sets no hard cap on the length of a truck tractor with a sleeper as long as it runs on the national network of highways and meets all safety standards. That means a rig with a 261-inch sleeper is not breaking any rules just by stretching the limits of what most people expect from a semi. But to keep it legal and safe, builders cannot cut corners. The process starts with a frame splice, often overlapping steel for more than a foot and reinforcing it with internal fish plates. Welds are laid in a skip pattern to prevent stress cracks over hundreds of thousands of miles. Every modification, from axle upgrades to brake recalibrations, gets mapped out in technical drawings. Before a single permit is filed, a licensed professional engineer reviews the plans and signs off, certifying that the extended chassis can handle full loads and real-world forces. The PE stamp is more than a formality. It is what allows these rigs to pass inspection and get on the road, whether they are hauling cross-country or just rolling out of the builder's lot. State permits may still be needed for off-interstate routes, but on the main arteries, these giants are fully recognized commercial vehicles. The end result is a truck that is not just spectacular, but certified to work, engineered for the long haul, and built to earn its keep mile after mile. A Volvo VNL with a 180-inch custom sleeper sits quietly at a rest area, its shape stretching well beyond the norm. Inside, the space feels more like a compact apartment than the back of a truck. A couple moves through their morning routine together. One folds away the bed while the other steps into a shower tucked behind a sliding door. The water runs hot thanks to a diesel-fired heater built for winter nights in the Rockies or humid days in Texas. A small kitchen lines one wall, complete with a microwave, sink, and a refrigerator stocked for weeks on the road. Next to it, a fold-out desk becomes an office when needed, the surface scattered with logbooks, a laptop, and a coloring book left out by their daughter during a video call home. Overhead cabinets hold everything from groceries to spare parts, while a full-length closet keeps work shirts pressed and ready. For families living this life, every square inch is claimed by habit and memory. The sleeper isn't just a place to rest, it's where birthdays are celebrated, schoolwork is finished, and the long hours between stops become time spent together. This is what home looks like when the world outside is always changing. A Peterbilt 379 rolls into view, its sides transformed by sweeping murals, airbrushed eagles, mountain skylines, and the owner's family name worked into the design with the care of a signature. This isn't factory paint. Each layer is built up by hand, sometimes over weeks or months, using custom mixed colors and clear coats that shimmer in the sun. The process unfolds in the shop, with sketches pinned to the wall and the owner checking every detail, making sure the story on the panels matches the story lived behind the wheel. Step inside and the artistry continues. The interior is a showcase of craftsmanship. Polished walnut cabinets, hand-stitched leather seats, and trim carved with the same motifs as the exterior. The owner, a third-generation hauler, spent years planning every inch. He talks about wanting a truck that would turn heads at truck stops and also feel like a place to unwind after a long haul. For him, this isn't just a tool for work, it's a rolling piece of personal history, a canvas for pride, memories, and the freedom that comes with making the road feel like home. Powering a truck that stretches to 220 inches of sleeper and beyond is not just about choosing a bigger engine, it is about matching comfort with capability. Under the hood of a Peterbilt 567 built for life on the road, you will find a 15-liter diesel, often tuned to deliver between 400 and 600 horsepower, with torque figures soaring from 1,450 to over 2,000 pound-feet. That kind of muscle is not just for show. Extended wheelbases and luxury interiors add serious weight, and it takes real force to move a rolling apartment up a mountain pass or keep it steady when crosswinds hit open plains. A long sleeper means more than just added length. It shifts weight across the frame, demanding upgraded axles, reinforced drivelines, and cooling systems that can handle the heat of sustained high output. On a summer day in the Southwest, a 15-liter engine's cooling system works overtime, circulating gallons of coolant to keep temperatures in check while the truck hauls freight and living quarters in one. The result is a machine that feels effortless at the wheel, even with a full-size refrigerator, recliners, and a dining nook behind the cab. For drivers, that power is not about bragging rights. It is the foundation that makes these mobile mansions possible, mile after mile, state after state. A 222-inch custom Volvo sleeper sits with its rear garage door open. The ramp lowers in a single, smooth motion. Dan and Joy Kelly stand by as a motorcycle rolls up the ramp, the tires settling on the textured floor. 4 heavy-duty straps, rated well above the bike's weight, anchor it in place. 2 at the front and 2 at the rear, clipped to reinforced D-rings welded to the frame. Dan checks the tension and gives a nod before closing the ramp and locking it tight. It is the result of 10 months of work, every detail engineered for real-world use. Now the rig is ready for the road, cargo secure, and family aboard. At night, the outline of these custom sleepers glows with rows of amber and red LED marker lights, spaced every 6 feet along the massive side panels. Each light is wired to meet federal safety standards, using sealed connectors and heavy-gauge cable to withstand thousands of miles of vibration and weather. Regulations require this level of visibility for any truck over 80 inches wide, and extended sleepers must add intermediate lights to trace their full length. The result is a silhouette that stands out at every truck stop and checkpoint, visible from 500 feet away, signaling both presence and professionalism long after the sun goes down. Right now, thousands of custom sleeper trucks roll across America, mobile homes built not just for work, but for living on the edge of possibility. As remote work and nomad lifestyles surge, these machines redefine what freedom looks like on wheels. The open road keeps evolving. So do the people who call it home.